Welcome back to the 21st annual Joe Santos Memorial Tournament for our 11 o'clock game between the home team, AAA Plumbing, Dan's Paint and Body, out of Pueblo, Colorado, against the Madison A's out of Madison, South Dakota. Pitcher Darian Torres, pitcher is Edgar Bottle. Behind the plate, catching him, Geraldo Borges. Again, we're here in Pueblo, Colorado at the 21st annual Joe Santos Memorial Tournament. AAA Plumbing, Dan's Paint and Body. Home team on the field against the Madison A's. We've got number 2, Deuce Martin batting. 3 balls on the batter. Ball low. So Deuce draws a walk in the top of the first inning. We've got Bill Crabtree, umpire, out in the field, and behind the plate, Ginger Rendon. 5 straight balls from the pitcher, Edgar Barrow. Joe Merivale, the batter. Ground ball to the shortstop. Eaten up by Daniel Vigil, the shortstop. But not in time. Joe Merivale draws a single. Another ground ball. Vigil. 6-3 double play. Dan Vigil. Another nice play, ending that first half of the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. The top of the first inning for AAA Plumbing. We'll be back after a quick break.
Fort Lewis College has a very large Indigenous student body. We take a lot of pride in that. And serving Indigenous communities is part of our mission. It's part of who we are.
For Fort Lewis to be able to change lives, they need the financial support. They need the generosity of Alpine Bank.
Welcome back to the 21st annual Joe Santos Memorial Tournament. Our 11 o'clock game here in Pueblo, Colorado. Madison A's out of Madison, South Dakota against Dan's Paint and Body, AAA Plumbing out of Pueblo, Colorado. Our first batter, number 3, center fielder Luke Vigil. Anthony Brewer, the pitcher for the A's. Called strike on that first pitch. Thank you for streaming us here on Premier Softball TV. I'd like to thank some of our sponsors, Alpine Bank, Angeles Chapel, Waste Management, Heart and Soul Cafe. We appreciate their support. Ball gets a piece of Luke, hit by a pitch, so he will take first base. Brings up the third baseman, Zach Mays. Lefty, number 25. Fastball. Luke goes ahead and takes second base. So Luke Vigil, hit by a pitch, first batter, takes second base on the pass ball. Zach Mays with the bat. Bunt gets by the pitcher, Brewer. Zach Mays kind of gets lucky on that bad bunt. Just out of reach of Anthony Brewer, the pitcher. Batting now to shortstop, number 2, Daniel Vigil. He shows bunt, called strike. Fly ball to the first baseman. Got it for out number 1. Up to bat your cleanup hitter, Geraldo Borges. He'll be catching for AAA Plumbing. Anthony Brewer, the pitcher, for the Madison A's. Pass ball again. Vigil moves to third. Zach Mays moves to second. Runners in scoring position. One ball, one out. Catching for the A's, Lalo Sandoval. Ball low. Again, we're here in Pueblo, Colorado. Memorial Day weekend in full effect here at Joe Santos Field. Also a big weekend for our local high schoolers. I'd like to give a shout out to my son, Bo Rosales, for graduating this year. Super proud of him out of Pueblo South High School. Got to pop up again to the first baseman for out number 2. Gabe 3 with 2 fly balls caught in this first inning. Runners still in scoring position. Got Luke Vigil on third, Zach Mays on second. 2 outs. Darian Martinez up to bat. He's the center fielder for AAA Plumbing. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Runners on second and third. Brewer with the delivery. Oh, catches him. Looks like that got him right in the face. Seems to be okay. Available for the catcher, who is up to bat, Lalo Sandoval. Top of the second inning, 0-0 score. Swing and a miss. Gabe 3 on first base, reached on a base hit. Can't catch up to him. Strike 3 for Lalo Sandoval. Got RJ Pond up to bat. Number 11. Playing third base for the A's. Called strike. Top of the second inning, 2 outs. Gabe 3 on first base. RJ Pond, the batter. Gets enough of it up the middle. Gets by Vigil and Torres. Gabe 3 makes it to third. Base hit up the middle for RJ Pond. Brings up our pitcher for Madison A's, Anthony Brewer. Runners on first and third. 3 on third. Pond on first. Anthony Brewer, your batter. Got Edgar Barrow, the pitcher. Ground ball to Daniel Vigil. Just in time for out number 3. Nice play by the shortstop. After 2 complete innings, the score is still 0-0. Here at the 21st Annual Joe Santos Memorial Tournament. After our break, we'll have Dan's Paint and Body AAA Plumbing up to bat.
You're a true friend. You make everybody feel important. You show up through thick and thin. I'm Jay Rickstrew with Alpine Bank. At Alpine Bank, when you walk into a branch, you'll be greeted with friendly hello and with a warm smile. Because the best way to build trust is by caring. We care about our customers, our employees, and our communities. We care about you.
And we're back here in Pueblo, Colorado, with our matchup between Madison A's out of South Dakota against the hometown AAA Plumbing, Dan's Paint and Body here out of Pueblo, Colorado. We're here at Joe Santos Field. Ray Ariano, the first baseman, up to bat. Like a little knuckle change there. Bit late on that one for Ariano. Thank you for streaming here on Softball Premier TV. This is Travis Rosales alongside Jeff Rosales on the scorebook. Luciano running all of the technical, bringing you live action, multiple cameras. Again, the first baseman, Ray Ariano, batting. Anthony Brewer pitching for the Madison A's. High again. Three balls, 2 strikes for Ariano. Swing and a miss. 67-mile-per-hour fastball. Sits down Ray Ariano for out number 1. Brings up the designated hitter, Nick Contreras. Ground ball gets past 3, and the second baseman, Contreras, on. With a tweener single. So Contreras on first base. Brings up Josiah Nava, right fielder. Brewer catches the inside corner for strike number 1. Also like to mention another one of our sponsors, the Arriaga family, always contributing to the Joe Santos family in memory of Paula Maxine Arriaga. They also contribute to the scholarships given here at the Joe Santos Memorial Tournament. Special shout out to Paul and Shirley Arriaga and Ramon and Carlos Arriaga, their children. Always want to keep Paula Arriaga in our thoughts and memories. We're checking the swing, no go, says Bill Crabtree. The outfield umpire, again, Ginger Randon, behind the plate umpiring, recently inducted last night actually into the Pueblo Softball Hall of Fame. Recognized last night as being inducted into the Hall of Fame. Nava goes down swinging for out number 2. Our second baseman, Darian Torres, up to bat. Swing and a miss. 1 strike on the batter. 2 outs. Contreras on first. Anthony Brewer pitching. Lalo Sandoval catching. No balls, 1 strike. Another swing and a miss. Torres behind, 0-2. Luke Vigil looking on deck. Tries to get him to chase that rise ball. Contreras moves over on the pass ball to second base. 1 ball, 2 strikes for Darian Torres. Little low, says Ginger Rendon. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the second inning. The bottom half of the second inning. Get outside. Full count for Darian Torres. Again, we're here in Pueblo, Colorado at the Joe Santos Field, the Joe Santos Memorial Tournament. 21st year. High for Torres, takes ball 4. Contreras advances to third base. Got runners on the corner with the leadoff hitter, Luke Vigil. Luke was hit by a pitch his last at bat. He is a left fielder for AAA Plumbing. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Got Nick Contreras on third base. Darian Torres on first. Luke Vigil batting. The bottom of the second inning, 0-0 score. Anthony Brewer, pitcher here with the delivery. 67-mile-per-hour fastball there. Vigil finds himself down in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Takes ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, come on down to Joe Santos Field. Enjoy the beautiful weather, great softball, lots of food, lots of drinks. Just a good time out here on Memorial Day weekend. Luke goes down swinging for out number 3. So after 2 complete innings, the score remains 0-0 here at the Joe Santos Memorial Tournament. We'll be back after a quick break. A word from some of our sponsors here in Pueblo, Colorado at the Joe Santos Memorial Tournament.
You're a true friend. You make everybody feel important. You show up through thick and thin. I'm Jay Rickstrew with Alpine Bank. At Alpine Bank, when you walk into a branch, you'll be greeted with friendly hello and with a warm smile. Because the best way to build trust is by caring. We care about our customers, our employees, and our communities. We care about you.
Welcome back to the 21st annual Joe Santos Memorial Tournament. Some live action men's fast pitch. We are back. We have number 50, third baseman Tristan Madrid. Swing and a miss. This is a big boy here. He gets a hold of one. Go a long ways. Called strike on the outside corner. Madrid doesn't seem to like that call. Gets a piece of it to hang on to this at bat. Edgar Barrow, the pitcher for AAA Plumbing. Dan's Peyton Body outside, ball. Looks like the AAA fans weren't happy with that call. Ground ball, third baseman gets him out for out number 1. Nice play by Zach Mays. Nice easy throw to the first baseman, Ray Ariano. Brings us to the top of the lineup for the Madison A's, Deuce Martin. Draw to walk his first at bat, shows a bunt, pulls off, called ball 1. Base hit up the middle for Deuce Martin. Darian Martinez throws it in to Daniel Vigil, holds him at 1. It's a single for Deuce Martin. Joe Marival, the batter. Shows bunt, pulls off, but called strike. Both pitchers today feeling a lot of movement on that ball. Sitting behind the plate, I could see a lot of movement in those balls. Marival, the batter, shortstop. 1 out with Deuce Martin on first base. Ball outside. Martin, a nice lead. Release of the pitch. Might have some chance of a backdoor play here. Pretty hard with the lefty at bat though. Fights that one off, foul ball, third baseline.
What's the count, Ginger? I'm sorry. 1-2, got it.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Marival. Fouls it off third baseline. Keeps the count at 1-2. Ground ball down the line, called fair. Play at the plate, in time, got him for out number 2. Deuce Martin attempts to go from first to home to bring in that first run, but he's caught just in time by the throw from the right fielder. That's Josiah Nava. He's up number 17, Mike York. Foul ball. It's a nice hit down the line, first baseline for Joe Marival. Ends up at third. Probably should have held Deuce Martin at third. But I like the aggressive play. Ball just a little low and inside. Mike York. Marival at third. Pitching for AAA Plumbing. Edgar Barrow. Catching is Geraldo Borquez. Ball low again. 2-0 count. Excuse me. 2 balls, 1 strike. Correction. Still low. Barrow struggling a little bit with Mike York. 3-1 count. outside corner for strike 2, bringing us to a full count. 3-2 count for Mike York. Joe Maryville on third base, 2 outs. Time called. Ground ball to Daniel Vigil in time. Keeps them from scoring for out number 3. Again, another nice play by Daniel Vigil for Dan's Hate and Body AAA Plumbing. After 2 complete innings, the score remains 0-0 here in Pueblo, Colorado at the 21st Annual Joe Santos Memorial Tournament.
Fort Lewis College has a very large Indigenous student body. We take a lot of pride in that. And serving Indigenous communities is part of our mission. It's part of who we are.
For Fort Lewis to be able to change lives, they need the financial support. They need the generosity of Alpine Bank.
Welcome back to Softball Premier TV here at the 21st Annual Joe Santos Memorial Tournament. We've got the third baseman, number 25, Zach Mays, up to bat. Daniel Vigil on deck, Geraldo Borges in the hole. Top of the third inning, 0-0. Swing and a miss for Mays. Again, seen a lot of movement on Anthony Brewer's pitches. Fastball coming in 66 miles per hour. Strike 3. Brings up Daniel Vigil, shortstop. Called strike 1. Daniel been played shortstop for quite a few years. Born and raised here out of Pueblo, Colorado. Great athlete. A little behind on the fastball. Came in at 78, according to the speedometer. Vigil fouls it off. Count remains no balls, 2 strikes. One out here in the top of the third inning. 0-0 ball game. 66 miles per hour puts down Daniel Vigil for out number 2. Brings up the catcher, Geraldo Borges. Again, we like to recognize the Santos family putting this tournament on. The 21st year in memory of the late Joe Santos. Like to mention his family who puts this on, many friends, but specifically Jerry, Chris, Mike, and Fran Santos. Great people, great tournament. Always a good time here Memorial Day weekend here at Joe Santos Field. Borges, 1-1 count. 2 outs. Called. A little inside. But Ginger Rendon says, nope, that caught the corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes for Borges. Fouled off. Borges, the batter, pitching for the A's, Anthony Brewer. Fly ball out to the center fielder. Caught for out number 3. Nice catch of the center fielder. No runs, no hits, no errors in that half of the inning. Score remains 0-0 here in Pueblo, Colorado at the Joe Santos Memorial Tournament. We'll be right back.
You're a true friend. You make everybody feel important. You show up through thick and thin. I'm Jay Ricksdrew with Alpine Bank. At Alpine Bank, when you walk into a branch, you'll be greeted with friendly hello and with a warm smile. Because the best way to build trust is by caring. We care about our customers, our employees, and our communities. We care about you.
And we're back here in Pueblo, Colorado, the Joe Santos Memorial Tournament. Batting for Madison A's, Jesse Palacios. Jesse grounded out to the first baseman. His last at-bat. Really hugging that inside plate, that back foot right on the line. Called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. The second baseman, Jesse Palacios. Fouls off that inside pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Palacios. Geraldo Borges catching behind the plate for AAA Plumbing. Dan's Paint and Body. Fly ball to the left side. Foul ball out of play. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes for Jesse Palacios. Again, Lalo Sandoval catching behind the plate. Excuse me. Geraldo Borges behind the plate. Ground ball to second baseman. Gotten in time for out number 1. Nice play there by the second baseman, Darian Torres. Gets the throw into first baseman, Ray Ariano for 1 out. Gabe 3 is the batter. Takes ball outside. singled his last time up bat. Borges lines up on the outside corner and catches it. 1 ball, 1 strike. For 3. Ooh, got him on the changeup. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out for Gabe 3. The lefty with the flashy gloves. Ground ball, dribbler to third base in time for out number 2. Zach Mays with the play. 2 outs, brings up the catcher Lalo Sandoval. Between Vigil can't get to it. Luke Vigil can't get to it either. Luke and Daniel just right in between them. Between the shortstop and left fielder. So Lalo draws a single. We're bringing in Chuck as our designated runner for the catcher. Chuck, the base runner with no last name. Yep. Only a few people that can manage that. Prince, Madonna, and Chuck. RJ Pond, the batter, third baseman for the Madison A's. Ground ball off the pitcher's glove up the middle. Chuck is making his way to third. It's a base hit for RJ Pond. Got that runner in scoring position on third base. Waiting on our batter, the pitcher, Anthony Brewer. Swing and a miss. Fouled that ball off. Looks like RJ was looking to take second with 2 outs, runner at third. High fly ball to the right fielder, Darian Torres. There's 2 outs. Chuck forgot there was 2 outs and didn't run, but again, no harm, no foul. That ball caught in right field by Darian Torres for out number 3. Score remains knotted at 0s. We'll be back in a few short moments here at the Joe Santos Memorial Tournament in Pueblo, Colorado.
Banking doesn't need to be complicated. Above all else, Alpine Bank wants to help you achieve your dreams. It's that simple. I'm Glenn Gemrot, President of Alpine Bank. For over 50 years, our focus has been on you. And for the next 50 years and beyond, that won't change. Because a better tomorrow for our customers starts with helping their dreams come true today. Caring together.
And we're back here in Pueblo, Colorado at the 21st Annual Joe Santos Memorial Tournament. Batting right now, center fielder Darian Martinez. That was inside. Darian, his last at bat, got hit. Took one off the helmet. That one was a little too close for comfort too. Again, keeps going inside on Martinez. I think Martinez likes those inside pitches too much, especially after taking one in the helmet. His first at bat. Fouled it off. 2 balls, 1 strike for Martinez. Again, Anthony Brewer pitching for the Madison A's. Tie ball game at 0. Catches a piece of that for strike 2. Feels like something's about to give on both sides. Off the pole. Hit the camera. Three balls, 2 strikes for Martinez. He goes after it, misses it for strike 3, out number 1. Up to bat now, first baseman Ray Ariano. Ariano struck out his last at bat. Looking for his first hit of the game. Ball off Lalo Sandoval's glove. 1 ball, no strikes. The home team, AAA Plumbing, Ray Ariano. Ariano goes for that, misses it for strike 1. 1-1 count, 1 out. Here in the bottom of the 4th inning in Pueblo, Colorado. Outside corner, catches it, strike 2, 1 ball, 2 strikes. For Ray Ariano. Just a bit high. Evens the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Check swing, ball low. Pushes the count to 3-2 for Ariano. Takes a swing and misses for out number 2. Lalo Sandoval looking at his dugout saying that one hurt a little bit. Brewer still bringing the heat. This is a pitcher's duel. Dan's had an opportunity with bases loaded in the first inning, unable to capitalize. Nick Contreras, the batter, had a single his last at-bat. Ball comes in a little high. Makes that count 1 ball, 1 strike. Change up, a little low, skids off the ground. Lalo takes it off the chest. 2 balls, 1 strike. For Nick Contreras. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes for Contreras. Ground ball. Second baseman got him for out number 3. Easy play for Jesse Palacios. Throwing it to Gabe 3 for that 3rd out. We're still tied up here in Pueblo, Colorado. Dan's Peyton Body 0, the A's 0. We'll be back after this. All right, welcome back to Pueblo, Colorado, Joe Santos Memorial Tournament. We got Tristan Madrid batting in a scoreless game here in the top of the 5th inning. Ground ball to the 3rd baseman. Got him for out number 1. Zach Mays able to scoop that one up in time. And slow ground ball, 3rd base. We're back to the top of the lineup. Number 2, Deuce Martin, singled up the middle his last at-bat. Called strike outside. Deuce Martin didn't like that call. Again, scoreless game here at the Joe Santos Memorial Tournament. Called ball outside. 1-1 count. Looks like Edgar Barrow might have lost his footing on that pitch. The mound takes a lot of beating from these pitchers. Ground ball to second base, scooped up by Torres, not in time. Another single for Deuce Martin. Good effort by Darian Torres, but Deuce just had a little bit too much speed for him. And that ball was kind of hitting the hole. Got Joe Marival singled in this game, up to bat. Deuce Martin on first, 1 out. Called ball 1. Marival takes a hack at that one for strike 1. Ball outside. Couldn't have asked for a nicer day. It's 72 degrees out here in Pueblo, Colorado at the Joe Santos Memorial Tournament. Take some time to mention our sponsors: Alpine Bank, Angelus Chapel, Waste Management, Heart and Soul Cafe, the Paula Arriaga Memorial Scholarship, also contributing to this tournament. Marival, 3-1 count. Takes ball 4. Got runners on first and second. He's putting together a little inning here. Got the 3-hole hitter Mike York up to bat. Deuce Martin on second base, Joe Marival on first. 1 out. Top of the 5th inning. Ball inside. Daniel Vigil on shortstop looking for a back door. Trying to catch Deuce Martin off the bag. Strike called. Nice pitch. 63 mile an hour. Fly ball to Darian Martinez. He catches it. Deuce attempts to tag. He gets it. Moves over to third. Now we got Deuce Martin on third base. 2 outs with the cleanup hitter, Jesse Palacios, up to bat. Jesse in the 8:30 game hit a deep home run to center field. Let's see if Edgar Barrow decides to pitch to the cleanup hitter or go after him. Going outside, they give up second base. One ball, no strikes to the cleanup hitter, Jesse Palacios. Using the Synergy 2 bat. Two balls, no strikes to Palacios. Worked the first 2 pitches outside and then came back. So one kind of the middle, inner half in, kind of surprising. Palacios, pretty decent hitter. Home run like I mentioned in the first game today. 2 balls, 1 strike. Barrow waves off the pitch, likes what he sees, goes inside again. Palacios fouls it off, evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We got Deuce Martin on third base. Fouled it off again. out of play for Palacios. Got kids on the roof in center field in the old bathroom. Got a picture of that guy in the bathroom on the roof in center field. Well, it looks like he's out of sight now. There was 2 kids up there. There he is. There's the other one. Back to the action. 2 balls, 2 strikes for Palacios. Waves at it, gets it to third. Muffs it at third base. I had a feeling that it was going to be something like that to get that run in. Both pitchers pitching a solid game. But Palacios puts one in play that Zach Mays was unable to handle. Bringing in Deuce Martin for that first run of the ball game. Got the first baseman, Gabe 3, up to bat. Takes the ball low. One ball, no strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. 2 balls, 1 strike for Gabe 3. First base, had a single his last at bat. Ground ball gets past the first and second baseman. Advancing Palacios to second base. Again, Gabe 3 with another successful at bat. Brings up our catcher, Lalo Sandoval. Lalo looking to add to this lead. Two-run lead. Called strike by Ginger Rendon behind the plate. Ground ball to Daniel Vigil for out number 3. But not done without some more damage. The Madison A's take a 2-0 lead against Dan's AAA Plumbing. We'll be back after a few announcements from our sponsors. Welcome back to Pueblo, Colorado for the 21st Annual Joe Santos Memorial Tournament. We got a 2-0 ball game with Manderson A's ahead of AAA Plumbing, Dan's Paint Body. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. This might be the final inning. Bottom half of the lineup coming up, we have Josiah Nava, the right fielder, coming up to bat. Struck out his last at bat. Anthony Brewer throwing a very good game. Bunt attempt. Looks like he might not have even had time to pull out Pull the bat back. That was an inside pitch. Nevertheless, takes the strike. Josiah goes for that bunt again, goes down 0-2.
Is that them out there? I need their schedule or their lineup.
On the mic.
Yeah, but
Josiah takes for ball one. 1 ball, 2 strikes in the bottom of the 5th inning. Madison A's protecting a 2-run lead, 2-0. Anthony Brewer, the pitcher. Paulo Sandoval, the catcher. That one gets by him. Evens the count to 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here in Pueblo, Colorado at Joe Santos Field. Nava can't catch up to it. Goes down swinging for out number 1. Got the 9-hole batter Darian Torres up to bat, second baseman out of Pueblo, Colorado. Darian goes after that first pitch, swing and a miss for strike 1. Swings at another one for strike 2. Falls in the count, no balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. Got the 9-hole hitter Darian Torres at bat. Inside, a little high and inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes for Darian Torres. Takes a look at that, goes down looking for strike 3. Darian didn't like that call, thought it was a little low. Back to the top of the lineup. Got Luke Vigil up to bat. Luke was hit by a pitch in the first inning, struck out his last at bat. Called ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Bottom of the 5th inning. We get an out in the next 15 seconds. We can go to another inning, but it doesn't look likely. 2 balls, no strikes. And this is going to be the last at-bat for AAA Plumbing. This is the bottom of the inning. They get to finish the inning as they are the home team. Strike called. Luke Vigil looking to keep this game going. Anthony Brewer trying to protect that 2-run lead. 2 outs. Called strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Luke Vigil in the bottom of the 5th inning. Madison A's up 2-0. There's some footing there, it looks like. Brings that count to 3-2, full count for Luke Vigil, the left fielder for AAA Plumbing, Dan's Paint and Body. One of the longer names of the teams today at Joe Santos Memorial Tournament. Swing and a miss for strike 3. And that is the ball game. Anderson A's defeat AAA Plumbing, Dan's Paint and Body by the score of 2-0. Game went 4 innings, no score. But The A's were able to pull 2 runs in the 5th inning. Madison A's finish it off with 7 hits, 2 runs. Dans, Peyton Body, AAA Plumbing gets 2 hits on no runs. Final score 2-0 here at the Joe Santos Memorial Tournament here in Pueblo, Colorado. We'll see you back here for the next game between the Cardinals and the Travelers.
For the latest in softball innovation, the website where you can experience the best tournaments in the Americas. Live games, news, tournaments, and much, much more. The best quality live softball, on demand so you can watch when you want. Become a Premier member now. SoftballPremierTV.com. Live it on Softball Premier.